New York, Shirlane McCrae.
Welcome to Gracie Mansion. This is the people's house. This is your house, and you are always welcome here. Now, tell me, are there any other Bajans in the house? And who is representing Jamaica tonight? Trinidad? Guyana? Whoa. Grenada? How about Haiti? Antigua? Is there any other island I'm missing? Just say it loud. All right. I think we've got all the islands accounted for now. And this weekend, we will march with our beautiful colors, traditions, and history all along the Parkway. And we will show the world that there is no better place to be West Indian than in New York City. So are you all going to be there? Well, as always, Bill and I will be right there with you. And this year, I will be wearing my Grand Marshal sash. And I am going to be stepping with my head held high because I am honored and so proud to represent my sisters and brothers of the Caribbean. Do you know what I love most about this lively, hardworking, resilient community? We look out for each other. When our neighbors need a hand, we give them some help. So tonight I ask you to continue caring for our community. Listen to other people when they're telling you their problems. Sometimes people need to hear it. They just need an ear. Don't judge. Just listen. And help people who are struggling, especially when they can't ask for help. And one more thing I want you to remember. Anyone who is alone and needs someone to talk to can always call 1-888-NYC-WELL to talk with a trained counselor for free. Sometimes people just need someone to talk to figure out what they should do. Can we say that number together? 1-888-NYC-WELL. One more time. 1-888-NYC-WELL. Will you please share that number with as many people as you can? You never know when they're going to need it. And we are a beautiful people, and we got to care for one another. And in New York, that's what we do in New York City. That's how we show our Caribbean pride, by taking care of one another. Am I right? Yeah, of course. Now it is my great pleasure to introduce my honorable, roti-loving, flying fish-eating, reggae dancing, parade partner, our mayor, Bill de Blasio.
I want to report an incident. A Bajan queen stole my heart. If you could let the authorities know, I'd appreciate it. Yeah. Everybody, welcome. Welcome to the People's House. I gotta tell you, I am the luckiest guy in New York City because I am married to the First Lady. And what she does for this city, and particularly what she does to make sure people get the help they need all over the city, is amazing, isn't it? So I would be honored to stand next to her anytime, but this time she is also one of the Grand Marshals of the West Indian Day Parade, so you know she has arrived. And everybody, this is one of the most joyous occasions of the year. We celebrate this beautiful community, all the people of this community who have made New York City so great. Can we agree that we are a very, very Caribbean city that kind of floated north? Can we agree on that? So there's a lot to be proud of and there's a lot to be joyful about. But I do want to note, there's one thing I got to tell you, and I think a lot of you know, and it's a sad thing about the loss of a great member of this community. We lost Bill Howard, who did so much for the community, who loved this community so much, who did so much to help Shirley Chisholm become the great icon that she is and was. And obviously his time as president of the Parade Association, he made a huge, huge difference for this community and this city. And this is too joyous an occasion for a moment of silence, so I want to ask instead for a really thunderous applause to remember Bill Howard. I think Bill could hear that all the way up in heaven. Can we also note that we have with us Bill's son, William, and his grandchildren, Sage and Danae and Nija. Can we give them a big round of applause too, please? Now, this is one of the greatest events of the year here at Gracie Mansion. Everyone wants to be here. So we have some of the leaders of this administration who are with us. And I want to acknowledge each of them, and I'd like you to give them the warm appreciation for all they do. First of all, our Deputy Mayor, Phil Thompson. Do you have family from the Caribbean or not? Africa. Okay, close enough. He said, I said you have family from the Caribbean. He said Africa. Okay, that's good. That covers it all. Our Small Business Services Commissioner, Greg Bishop. Where's your family from? Grenada. His family's from Grenada. Let's hear it for Grenada. Our Finance Commissioner, Jacques Jiha. Where are you, Jacques? Jacques was supposed to be here from Haiti. Commissioner of the Office of Combat Domestic Violence, Cecile Noel. Also Haiti? Jamaica, my apology, Jamaica. Our Veteran Services Commissioner, she is not from a Caribbean island, but she was a brigadier general in the U.S. Army, Lori Sutton. And our next commissioner definitely is not from the Caribbean, but she fights for Caribbean immigrants all day long as our Commissioner for Immigrant Affairs, Bida Mustafi. Thank you. Okay, now we've got some elected officials that I would like to note. We are just joined by the illustrious Congresswoman from Brooklyn, Yvette Clarke. She has informed me that her family is from Jamaica. The next Congress member, she loves Jamaica, even if she's not from there, Congresswoman Carolyn Maloney. All right, now we have the DA of the Bronx, Darcel Clark. Your family's from right here.
The Bronx.
The Bronx. The Bronx is kind of part of the Caribbean too. Okay, State Senator Roxanne Persaud. Guyana? From Guyana. Now where's Kevin? State Senator Kevin Parker. Where is he? He's late. He's late. Kevin Parker missed his moment, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Assemblyman Nick Perry, definitely from Jamaica. His heart is from the Caribbean. Assembly member David Weprin. Cuba. His mother's from Cuba. That counts. All the way from Haiti, Council member Matthew Eugene. Okay, Vanessa, where's your family from? From Trinidad. Vanessa Gibson, council member Vanessa Gibson. Trinidad and Tobago, thank you. I did not mean to offend the Tobagans. Okay, I'm with you. All right, we're keeping it cool here. All right, everybody's good. Everybody's good. Okay, I'm getting to Una. Don't worry, you cannot forget Una. It says Councilmember Jamani Williams is here, but is he here? He's too busy running for lieutenant governor. Okay. Okay. And he's from Grenada, that's right. We have a lot of wonderful dignitaries representing their governments from the nations of the Caribbean. Can we welcome all the ambassadors and dignitaries here this evening? And then a special thanks to the mother of the political empowerment of the Caribbean community in New York City, Una Clark. All right, and yes, on the CUNY Board of Trustees, that is right. I put her there. I know it. Okay. Now, I cannot personally claim roots in the Caribbean. What? Jamani's here now? Jamani Williams. Okay. Okay, everybody. You know, get his autograph now before he's lieutenant governor, okay? Because you'll have to travel all the way to Albany if you want to see him then, so. I do not personally have Caribbean roots. I think I have two claims to fame. I married this wonderful First Lady, and am the proud father of Kiara and Dante, who are very proud of their Caribbean roots. And I am well known as a former winner of the Grace Foods Jerk Cook-Off. Okay? I am considered a major innovator in the area of jerk cooking. So everybody, what we are celebrating tonight, first of all, we are celebrating every one of you and all you do for New York City. Please applaud your neighbor, because everyone here matters in New York City. We are applauding what the nations of the Caribbean have contributed to New York City. We would not be great if it weren't for what the Caribbean has given us. We are celebrating our bonds with those nations. You know, in this nation today, in America today, some people want to be negative towards where we all come from. We embrace and we celebrate all the places we come from. And by the way, we respect the strength of each Caribbean nation, no matter what challenge, no matter what adversity. The strength and the resiliency of the nations of the Caribbean deserves our honor and our respect. And we stand by our brothers and sisters. And we wish there were never another hurricane, never another challenge, never another disaster. But we know one thing: when there is, New York City stands by the people of the Caribbean and all the nations of the Caribbean. We have a lot to be thankful for, a lot to celebrate. And for the next week, we're going to do a lot of celebrating, right? And we are proud of the fact that working together, the community and the city and the NYPD, we will celebrate J'ouvert in peace. And then we'll all march down Eastern Parkway, the biggest event of the year in this city, and send a message to the city about the greatness of this community. Now, my friends, I want to say one more thing before I bring up our special guest. We're confused when we watch a president of the United States who comes from New York City but does not have the values of New York City. Okay, that's interesting. One of the members of the audience said, deport him. I had not heard that particular idea previously. I think this is a very original thought. But I will tell you, if you're a New Yorker, you love that every type of people from all over the world is here in one place. That's what a real New Yorker loves. If you are a New Yorker, you think our diversity is our strength. If you're a New Yorker, you notice that in the most diverse city on earth is also the safest big city in America. And we all did that together. If you're a New Yorker, you know we have the strongest economy we've ever had and the most immigrants we've ever had. We are strong not despite our immigrants, but because of our immigrants. And this country would do well to understand it and not fear, but embrace the strength that people bring us. I don't know why our president is scared of people who don't look like him. But I can tell you it's not going to move us forward to live in fear. It's going to move us forward to live in unity. And now I get the great pleasure of doing what we don't hear from Washington, D.C., but we'll do it here in New York City. We're going to uphold and uplift the young people of our community who make us so proud. And I have the honor of introducing our honoree this year. And she may look young, but she's accomplished a whole lot already. She has done extraordinary things. And if you listen to the radio for the last decade, you know about the Breakfast Club. If you listen to the Breakfast Club, you hear some of the most prominent people in our nation, in our culture, in our public life who go there for a candid and real conversation. And you hear the sharp wit and the strong personality and the clear values of our special guest. She is a proud daughter of Brooklyn, and she is proud of her roots in Montserrat. It is my pleasure to bring forward Angela Yee. Now, Angela, you stand there 1 second. I'm going to keep bragging about you. There's more bragging to be done. First of all, Angela is not only a voice of intelligent and provocative discussion to help us think as a community and move forward, she also makes us healthier with her run club and her juice bar. She supports important organizations in her charity work, including the American Foundation for the University of the West Indies. She expands literacy with her book club. She fights to make sure that people get the mental health care they need, fighting side by side with our First Lady, Charlene McCray, in the Sisters Thrive initiative. You name it, she's doing it. Angela makes us proud for all these reasons. And because we have seen so much that she has done, you know, they say if you want to do something, get something done, give the job, yes, give the job to a woman, that's true. But they also say give the job to a busy person. So she is a busy person, and we want to make her just a little bit busier because of her extraordinary work on literacy. I am this evening naming Angela Yee as a new ambassador for the New York Public Library. And anyone who helps our youth to learn and to grow and to read is doing extraordinary work for this city. Let's thank her for that. Now, I have a proclamation for Angela. Okay, hold on, we're gonna do photos. Yes. Right. Now, this proclamation, I'm not going to read it all to you. It's going to tell you all about her achievements and why she deserves this honor, but I will read you the last line, because the last line is the most important line. It says, I, Bill de Blasio, as mayor of New York City, do hereby declare Tuesday, August 28th, 2018 in the city of New York as Angela Yee Day. All right, people, you ready to hear from Angela?
Well, thank you, Che. I'm just overwhelmed right now just to be out here. Thank you so much to our Mayor, Bill de Blasio, to the First Lady, Chirlane McCray, who I absolutely adore, and when you run for office, I will be supporting you. Oh, man, I don't even know where to start. I know it's hot out here. They said they wanted to feel like the Caribbean, so... So we are going to start a Juve today, but this is such an honor for me as somebody who grew up in Brooklyn. Where's Brooklyn at? Brooklyn. And by the way, thank you for saying that I look young. Because I've been at this for a long, long, long time. And I always tell people just to be patient and work really hard to achieve whatever it is that you want to do. I never would have thought when I was a little girl growing up in Brooklyn that I would be a radio personality syndicated in 80 markets in the morning, nationwide. They call that a humble brag. And my parents are here also, and my brother's here as well. So if you see somebody wearing a shirt that's inappropriate, that's my dad. But I do want to say that I feel like my Caribbean roots is what made me be so resilient and work so hard all this time. You know, right now I do have the morning show every single day. I'm off to Vegas tomorrow, then Friday I'm going to Jamaica, then next week I'm going to South Africa. So I'm all over the place. But I also have the Juice Bar in Brooklyn, Juices for Life. DJ Envy's here too, he's one of my partners, and Styles P is a partner in that also. Just because we are interested in health and nutrition and awareness about that, I do have my book club. So this partnership with the New York City Public Library is really important to me. And the book club's in Brooklyn too. Yeah. And I do have my run club, and that's in Brooklyn also. I'm a little biased, but shout out to all the boroughs and everybody out here as well. But I do just want to say thank you all so much. I was telling my parents before I came out here, I confessed a lot of things that I did when I was young and growing up that they didn't know about. But look how great I turned out, right? So for our kids, when you feel like, oh, those kids are so bad, they're so distracted, don't give up on the kids. We call that just being creative. I was very creative. When I crashed my mom's car, I was being creative. But it is so important for us to just focus on nutrition, focus on education, focus on making sure our kids follow their dreams. I would have never thought that I would be standing up here with our mayor, with our first lady, with all of you just being in support of me. So thank you so much.
Okay, I just want to say, everyone, I thought Angela's remarks were beautiful and powerful, but when she was telling us all how hard she worked and then she said she had to go to Vegas and she had to go to Jamaica, she kind of lost me there, okay? I mean, Angela, I think we would all volunteer to go to Vegas and Jamaica. We would take on that burden. Are you with me? Would you take that on? If you need assistance, we're all available. All right. Everyone, give it up again for Angela Yee. So I'll just conclude by saying, everybody, this is a beautiful occasion when we all get together and celebrate each other. It's a beautiful occasion when people can really feel the mutual respect that makes New York City great. This house is your house. Hang out, have a good time, celebrate Caribbean culture, and we'll see you on Eastern Parkway on Monday. God bless you all.